Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney is on assignment. We start tonight with some updates on the Baird Springs fire tonight. All level 3 go now. Evacuations have been downgraded to level 2, be ready, and all level 1 evacuations remain the same tonight. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says crews are still working on containment lines, but they are making good progress. Here is some video from the fire lines from late last night. That fire was fueled by strong winds and dry brush. And those evacuation orders came in fast yesterday, forcing dozens of people to flee the rural area near Quincy. That fire started a little more than 24 hours ago, and with level 3 evacuations downgrading at noon today, some people are just reuniting with personal items today. KREM 2's Janelle Finch spoke with one camper who left nearly everything but her dog behind when she got those evacuation orders yesterday afternoon. Janelle?
Mark, like you said, those level 3 evacuations came down to a level 2 just a few hours ago, which means overnight and into the morning, some people were separated from their homes and personal items. Camper Lisa Fulweiler says she dropped everything at her Crescent Bar campsite once the fire started to move her way. Just a few hours after Lisa Fulweiler parked her trailer at a Quincy campsite, a raging wildfire put her back on the road to Tacoma.
It was hard to see in front of you. There was ash falling. It was scary.
Fulweiler says she was looking forward to camping at the Thousand Trails campground. She said she had her spot reserved for an entire week.
It's really hard to get in there to camp because it's so popular. It's just so beautiful.
Excited as she was, once she smelled smoke and saw fire in the distance, she didn't hesitate to evacuate.
What did you leave behind?
Everything except my dog. I grabbed him and we left, and that was it. I mean, I left everything.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office placed level 3 evacuations for several parts of the county. While most people ran away from the flames, wildfire chaser Michael McPherson ran toward them.
Definitely more intense than what I've seen before, just the way it was burning so hot and fast.
He lives in Moses Lake and parked on State Route 28 to document the fire. GCSO eventually closed the state highway for safety, later reopening it at midnight. Kyle Foreman with the department says high winds played a big part in the fire's advancement. By Tuesday, with calmer winds, he says crews put out most of the fire and are now continuing to monitor hotspots. Fulweiler says she just found out the campground reopened this afternoon, so she's on her way back to her trailer to hopefully finish the rest of her camping trip. In the studio, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
All right, Janelle, thank you very much. Let's talk weather now with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy, an active day yesterday weather-wise. Have our fire conditions improved anything or improved any today?
Yeah, kind of greatly. A few reasons why, Mark. One of those, we don't have the storms. The storms were a potential ignition source with some of the lightning. The outflow from those storms brought us wind, and our atmosphere isn't looking quite as dry. Let's take a look at this. Right now, this is Spokane. I know we're looking at Coeur d'Alene, but those numbers are Spokane. 81 degrees with a dew point of 44 puts our relative humidity at 27%. That is enough moisture in the atmosphere to just kind of quell that fire danger ever so slightly. So all in all, not looking too terribly bad, but we don't have much to talk about. Not a cloud in the sky. Stray shower over the Cascades seems to be about it. And it's nothing but sunshine taking us through the rest of the day today, tomorrow, and even Thursday. It is looking like a warm, kind of seasonal weather pattern, we'll call it. Over the course of the next few days, temperatures in the mid-80s Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we soar to 90. And over the weekend, we're talking even warmer temperatures across much of the region. It looks like the heat subsides a little next week, but coming up, we're talking one sweltering weekend ahead and what that means for you.
Sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Less than 24 hours since his arrest, Charleston Harper refusing to make his first court appearance today. Police arrested Harper after an 8-hour SWAT standoff with Spokane police yesterday afternoon. KREM 2's Nathan Hyun looked into the suspect's history and found out this isn't the first standoff with SPD. Nathan?
Well, Spokane police arrested Charleston Harper yesterday afternoon after he barricaded himself outside the DSHS building on Maple Street. Today, I looked up Harper's past, and it turns out he has an extensive criminal history, one that includes a violent confrontation with Spokane police. Yesterday morning, Spokane police say security at DSHS on Maple Street reported a man trespassing. When officers arrived, SPD says Charleston Harper pulled out a knife and threatened to harm himself and repeated his intentions to force police to shoot him. Harper eventually barricaded himself in a fenced dumpster area outside the building for about 8 hours, refusing to surrender. The standoff eventually ended peacefully and police took him into custody. The suspect is charged with second-degree assault, resisting arrest, and obstructing an officer. Police say he's a convicted felon, and we found out this isn't Harper's first standoff with Spokane police. This is Spokane police body camera from May 2016. Police confronted Harper outside a downtown Spokane bar because he was reportedly threatening people with a machete. Spokane County court documents say officers tried to get him to surrender the weapon, but he refused.
They just shot him.
Eventually, Harper started yelling at police to shoot him. But once he opened the front door and started to go inside, police fired both non-lethal and lethal shots.
I've been done a long time. I've been trying too long. I'm done.
Police say they shot because they feared for the safety of the people inside. Harper was shot in the back but survived. In total, Harper has had 14 criminal convictions since 2003, all in Spokane County. These include harassment and robbery. In 2015, he was accused of assaulting firefighters who were trying to help him on Maple Street Bridge. He was found not guilty. According to the Department of Corrections, Harper has served nearly 4 years in prison in the state of Washington. And since Harper refused to appear in court today, the court rescheduled his first appearance to tomorrow. Once he does, we expect to learn more about what happened during yesterday's standoff. In the newsroom, Nathan Hyun,